Guys, welcome back. I have my beautiful niece Madison here. Tell everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Tell them.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Well, she is in the studio. She is on vacation visiting from good old Minnesota, right? Make sure you check out my Facebook. And the convention is around the corner, the Face and Body Art International Convention. So check it out. I hope to see you there. It'll be really great to see everybody again. All right, you ready to get started? High five. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna start off by applying the base with one of my new favorite rainbow cakes. Like, they're all my favorite. This one is Moon Dance, and I love this one because it has the teals and the purples, and I'm a big fan of all these bright colors. So we're gonna start off by just spritzing it to moisten the top, and whether it gets really wet or not and the colors run, it's okay because your sponge is gonna soak all that up. And you want it to be a little bit more wet than dry. So I take my sponge and I rub it directly over the surface, so then you can see all the colors are on there. So I'm going to start off, close your eyes, beautiful, on a 45-degree angle. I'm going to press it down, kind of push it right into the corner of her eye. Then from underneath her eye, I'm going to give my sponge a little bit of a pinch. Don't move for me. Don't fall asleep. And I'm just going to start underneath her eye and work it back up into the corner. So you guys can see these beautiful blends on this rainbow cake. So it's starting to look almost like a butterfly wing. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to repeat those same steps on the other side. Okay, so then on this side, I'm also going to head in that same direction, start 45 degrees. Once I get underneath the eye, I'm going to just kind of pinch it so that I get that round shape. So now you guys are beginning to see the shape of this design. So I'm going to just take my sponge and I'm just going to kind of press it right in between on the bridge of her nose to fill it up with color, and just kind of use the tip of my sponge to kind of fill in her forehead area as well. And it's okay if I come right down on her nose a little bit more. So now I have the base for this design. So now, using one of my favorite brushes, this is the Athena number 10. It's just a really good chisel brush to cover the eyes, to cover the mouth area. So I'm going to just load it up with some white to start at the corners of her nose, right inside of here, and I'm going to come out, and I'm going to come out, and I'm going to fill this up. Just like that. Cover all the way. So then at the bottom of her nose, I'm just going to start creating her nose. Do you see it? Do you see it? You don't know yet. It's going to be a surprise. Next thing I'm going to do, close your eyes, is just start in the corner of her eye. Just kind of cover it. Give it a little bit of a cat-like effect. Make sure it lifts in the corner because you want to exaggerate those eyes. You don't want them to be your normal eyes, because then you wouldn't get this feline effect. Okay, so now that we've lifted the eyes, now we're just going to have a little bit of fun with it. So this BAM stencil is BAM 1002. It's one of my favorites. But what's even cooler about it is that when you put this white on top of these bright colors, it totally makes it pop. But another trick that I learned from Lynn Jameson is if you put your glitter on while the stencil is still on, it makes those spots appear 3D, which is like one of my coolest favorite effects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is just load your sponge up with white. So you're going to get a good white lather on your sponge. And then because this stencil has this nice round shape here, it really helps you with direction over anything else. So I'm going to hold my sponge up here, and I'm just going to pat it in, just like that. And dip my finger in the glitter while I still have it, and I'm going to press my glitter into my sponged areas. And when you lift it off, glittery cheetah print. All right, so let's repeat that on this side. All right, so now we have two sets of our cheetah prints. And so then I'm just going to hold it right in the middle, follow that same pattern that I've been working with. I'm just going to glitter it up before we leave these spots and in this area as well. So you see I brought this whole cheetah in and down, and for the last parts we're just going to do a little bit around her eyes just to cover up and add a little bit of sparkle to her. So we have some there and a little bit here. So we sparkled it up. Now we can finish this whole design by just adding a little bit of outline and embellishment.
So we, can you paint it for the party tonight? We're gonna have a party because my microphone is working. My dad put batteries in it.
I'm gonna take a little bit of black. I'm gonna load up my brush really well, and we're just going to kind of add our accents. So now I'm going to kind of trace this nose. So from the corner of the nose, I come off of it, come down and around. So I trace that nose, leaving it still a little bit white. And then from underneath the nose, we connect from the bottom of the nose to the top of the lip, extending down, kind of covering this top lip, so to speak. So you see how I came directly onto the top of the lip, so it elongates the muzzle area. I start at the corner of the lip, and I just ask her to relax. I press, lift it up, and come out again. So you press, lift it out, and come out. So I press, lift it up, and come out. Press, lift it up. So then what we're going to do is just start these little whiskers right inside of here. And then from the corners of her eyes, close your eyes, I'm going to make these little triangles. And then this way you don't have to outline the entire eye. And then you come off of the edge of the eye, right inside of there. Kind of gives it the illusion that you trace the eye without always having to. Now all we're going to do is we're going to finish up by adding a few dots right inside of here so that we kind of created that. And then we're also going to kind of keep it with the same black effect all around here. We're just going to, every other one, kind of give it a little bit of a black edge to it, so that we bring the whole thing together. Because if I were to leave everything else white but only have this black around her mouth in here, then it would just kind of stand out in that area versus everywhere. So all I'm doing, turn a little bit more this way, is kind of framing it, finishing the edges so that it all flows together. Just going to cover her bottom lip using a little bit of this beautiful shimmer magenta, and then I have to cover it up, open, and I apply glitter right on top of it, and that really will make the bottom lip stand out. Now, thank you everybody for watching. Tell them thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, have a safe, happy new year, and thank you for joining me. There's a lot more in store in 2013, so make sure to check out FABATv. Have a great night, guys.